These are the worst plays ever made at Worlds. Players in the League of Legends World Championship are renowned for their ability to make insane plays on esports' biggest stage. But we're not talking about that today. Today, we're taking a look at what I consider to be the 10 most confusing, questionable, and face-palming plays ever made at Worlds. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've done one of these ranking videos. Get seated, get the popcorn, and enjoy these incredibly questionable plays made by League's best players. Let's start off easy with number 10 being more hilarious than anything and what can only be described as, well, an inability to see a ward. Starhorn Royal Club in 2014 was one of the best teams in the tournament and they even made it all the way to the finals. However, in their 5th game of the quarterfinals against EDG, while they were able to find a win, they still couldn't find a control ward that legend says is there to this day.
Not going to see the pink ward, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Somebody walk through it though.
Hope
Nope.
they can find one.
Nope. Uzi did. Yep. Nope.
He's not looking at it.
Yep.
Nope.
Smart pinks,
Yep.
guys. There's
Wow.
more there.
Well,
That is really unfortunate for
now
them.
they'll see it though.
Yeah.
Nope. Interesting. Taking Baron damage there. Oh, that pink ward.
Surely.
How?
Surely they will see it soon. One would say.
That pink ward return on investment is huge right now.
Next up, let's take a look at AHQ's bot laner, On. I think that in his Twitch game against Cloud9 in the 2017 group stage, he didn't really get the memo that just because you flash forward doesn't exactly mean you're gonna do more damage.
On looking for the flank. This could be the first big play. Shark's gonna land onto the front line of contract, so he's the tankiest member. Mountain low on health. Got 4 shots to do him and gets a quick shield though. Spray break comes out from On. What? He's trying to make it happen. He's not gonna make it go through. The shots come through and Sneaky takes him down.
And you know what? While we're on the topic of playing Reckless on Twitch, let's take a look at Reckless on Twitch. I had to make that joke, okay? Similarly to On, Reckless made a very aggressive play on Twitch that should serve as a good reminder to the rest of us to make sure our opponent does not have stopwatch.
Maybe with 45 seconds on Baron.
Oh, play both the storm. That's the ultimate though. He's the flash record. Flashes in. Oh no! He does get knocked up. Cody's done. Oh, and it's taken down and kept. He gets out of the way, but the rest of Fnatic, they're in trouble. That's the Cody's son.
This late in the game, those are the plays that make the definitive statement. And now it's going to be Immortals with a huge power play.
Only one option left. Do something that Fnatic have done as an organization so many times. Xpiti, he's going back. The rest of IMT, they're going to get the race going. Pobelta moves forward. Remember, only one Nexus turret left. Flame went back as well. I don't think they can do this. Xpiti interrupts it and him
They're gonna lose, Fnatic, they can't commit to this. IMT, they're gonna win the
The
game!
turrets are exposed. This could be bad news. The turrets are going to fall. IMT force Fnatic out, and they win another slobber knocker.
Now, even though the World's Finals may be the biggest best-of-5 series in all of League of Legends, doesn't mean players are invulnerable to messing up a bit. In 2019's World Finals, G2 Perks was a sitting duck as he was teleporting away from Tion from FPX. And as Tion began to close into Perks for the kill, G2 Jankos would prove that just because you're there for a teammate doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing.
LWX is on a rampage. The Sivir is terrifying. There goes the teleporter. Oh! Tion, you beauty!
Alright, I'm sure we've all been there. Something comes flying in out of nowhere, and in panic, you more or less mash your buttons hoping for the best. And while you'd expect pro players to always keep their composure, well, DFM's jungler Steel may just prove you wrong.
Has been started. Good body slam comes in there as Steel doesn't necessarily know what he wants to be doing here, as the Dragon's going to once again get upset. Phase dive over the wall, waits for it to come off cooldown. True shot barrage.
Flash
and
ult.
has to use the ultimate to get out of the way. He used the flash as well.
Yes, flashed on
I
the
feel
spot.
like you only needed to use one of those as he dashes around and that Steel falling down. First blood going over to Adi for ISG, but I have to feel like that was mostly a mistake.
While we dug into G2 Jankos just a moment ago, during their semifinals that same year, they got to experience some questionable plays from their opponent as well. In this play, the legend himself, Faker, was caught in between a rock and, well, all of G2 in a play that may have cost them a trip to the finals.
Just by Ornn being level 16.
Perks. Windwall comes out, but it's not going to stop the ultimate from going in. Perks has to flash out to safety. Mana hits the wall, not quite what he wants, but Khan steps forward. That's the ulti down. That's the ulti down. Now G2 can look to turn the fight. Khan, huge healing coming back. On the back end of that ultimate, Faker now steps forward. Faker now gets taken out. Faker, no! Faker is dead! What was that? Now the rest of the team stepping forward. G2 looking to close this fight out. Perks throwing the wind wall over. Tornado comes in, Windwall the block. Clid now taken down. This should be G2's first Baron of the series if they can find it. Clid deleted. Caps unstoppable. G2 on the cusp of making it to finals.
Professional ADCs are widely renowned for their high skill levels as well as ability to show off in teamfights when it matters. However, sometimes, as TSM Doublelift would find out, you gotta make sure you're stronger than your opponent before you try to fight them.
But gets exhausted. How much is the follow-up damage? Perfect shield from Core JJ. That's gonna be Kube burning down. The chase in and Doublelift gets one. He gets two. He's looking for three and Crown will keep his kingdom for now, but TSM with the 3-for-0. Doublelift. Oh, and he gets deleted. Looks for the play, turns right back around on him. Samsung saving it with the big burst out of the mid laner.
So a lot of the plays so far have been misreads, misplays, or just players trying to do too much. But this next play is like, it's just straight up confusing, and to be honest, I don't even know how I can explain the thought process. Let's take a look at IG's mid laner Rookie, who in a very crucial quarterfinals game in 2018 not only forgot to buy items, but played, well, really safe in trying to recall.
Here, he's gonna have to recall. Someone needs to tell him he did not get items.
Rookie, this is not where you want to be, buddy.
He's probably going back to base anyway.
This should mean that
Not
he's
recalling.
forced out, and no, he's going to stay with no item, it looks to be. This means that a late invade is just huge value for KT. They know the mid laner can't really respond.
Hoofing it back.
All the way back to his inhibitor
Wow.
turret for a severely delayed lane phase now. And already KT Roster just opening up this game with a smile on their faces.
Did you think that TSM was really going to be on this list just once? If so, then you did not watch their Worlds 2020 speedrun. TSM was actually getting close to upsetting Gen G during the group stage, but in true North American fashion, they couldn't capitalize on a play, now dubbed appropriately, the 10-man sleep.
Will it be enough though? Ornhorn comes out, will not find the knockup. An ulti backwards now for Broken Blade. 5-on-5 still happening. Rascal gets hooked in. Stoneplate will time out. Can TSM find the first kill? Speaker's gonna get in. That is a 5-man sweep. If TSM can't win this, what will they? 1-for-0. The burn on Rascal just not enough. A single kill on only a support. Can't believe they couldn't get more.
Now we've reached the #1 spot for what I consider to be the most insanely misread play ever made at Worlds. And you remember how we earlier talked about Reckless flashing in on Twitch against Immortals in 2017's group stage? Well, let's just say that Cody Sun from Immortals wanted in on the action, and just a few days later gave us one of the most exciting, nail-biting finishes in Worlds history.
3v4, Immortals forced to run away, but Fnatic, they want this one. The chase forward on Pubble, they're not quite the blade color range, and just barely missing onto that miasma. There's still more to be done. They're looking for the kill. Reckless gonna come in, and Brock's gonna get the kill credit on that one. And the flash bar, Cody Sun wants the insect, but betrays his teammate, and it's gonna be the ace for Fnatic.
Cody Sun loses his mind by flashing into an entire team at the end. And we talked about the volatility of these fights. Fnatic might win off this. The wave is close.
Everything stacked up at the same time. Flame taking insane turret shots, free autos onto him. No one else is tanky. They kept going in. They had the flashes up. And like you say, Jad, they want to force right now.
Ole up in 9, Flame up in 12. There's 4 people. This probably isn't the end of the game.
But it is Inhibitor at the very least. It's gonna die, and they're actually gonna look for the Nexus turrets. You're seeing them
Minions
cheat
are
forward.
close.
Ocean Drake region keeping them topped off a bit more. Here comes Ole. He's got to respect this. Here comes the Maokai as well. 15 seconds before a carry spawns, and here comes the wave.
Flame
The knockback.
early.
Can they get Brock to look at it do it? He's gonna flash away. Stays
Minions
just
are here.
barely alive.
They can end.
And they're gonna look down to knock down turret number 1. Here comes Orianna in 3 seconds. The ulti on the back line. A knockup is there. Cap's a bit low. Do they have the damage controls? Must go big. Shockwave. Can this Reckless? Now out of the Necklace they're going. Do they have the damage output? The hits are coming in. Is it gonna be the game? Fnatic. Who's gonna knock him down? Will they get Soed? He's trying. It's the game. Fnatic 1-4. They knock down Immortals.
After the tragedy of 2014 for Reckless not killing the Nexus against OMG, Soaz makes it work with his dying breath.
While these are just my personal rankings, there have still been plenty of misplays over the course of Worlds, and these were just my 10 favorites. If you enjoyed, consider leaving a subscription on the channel, or if you're just checking out this channel for the first time and you don't really want to subscribe yet, that is totally alright too. Regardless, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night, and I will catch you all in the next one. Later!